Blonde, bombshell, belief. Blonde, bombshell, belief. B3. Hello, hello, it's your blonde bombshell here. And I am so happy and overwhelmed with my YouTube channel. From not only the viewers who have taken time out of their busy schedule to make a point to make my schedule a part of theirs by simply watching my videos, liking, preferably liking, and not disliking. And I want to say thank you for the new segment of Dear Bombshell, which was like a January, February thing. So for February, March, you guys won't believe this, there's been an overwhelming response. And we are now going to have a new segment called Update. Now, with Update, what is that exactly? Well, plain and simple, people are interested in how things turned out with your questions. They want to know more about you all. They want to know, well, I won't give you names, not unless you all like, hey, you know what? Whoever asked that question, give them my name. Not going to do that to you. Confidentiality is a great big thing for me. And I'm not going to go out on a limb and say, okay, this is so-and-so asked this question. No way. That's not what I'm here for. I'm your friend, and you're giving me anonymous advice unless you want it to be anonymous, which I doubt that's the way anybody's going to go. Unless they are in an unhappy relationship or on the verge of being single again. So, with that being said, I want to show you this. I got creative tonight. St. Patrick's Day is the official next big holiday. I drew this, I cut it out, and I wrote St. Patrick's Day 2017 on there. Plus, if you look in the background, we have went from hearts that were red to hearts that are green. Now, with the new update segment, we're going to tell you a little bit about some of the people that you asked about. And again, everybody's anonymous, so here we go. What happened to the tobacco couple? You remember, he was a dipper, she was a smoker. Well, I am proud to say that they are seeking couple counseling, and he is paying for it, and he is really going the extra mile to be understanding and thoughtful. So I'm very proud of them. What happened to the guy who asked about where to buy his girl a gift for Valentine's Day online? And is he single? He is not single. And he was very thoughtful, got her roses, and he got her some cherry berries, and they are very happy. Please tell us about the first date person on Valentine's Day. Did it work for them, or do you know? It did work for them. They're scheduled to go on I think they went on their second date this past Friday, but they are very happy and hit it off just fine. How about the lady who was losing her man to the mutual friend? Are they still together? Sadly to say, sometimes love doesn't work out. And they both sat down and they talked like mature adults. And they did it face to face, not over the phone, not over the computer. And no, they are not still together. Any news on the man who couldn't handle commitment, yet he wanted to profess his undying love to his woman on Valentine's Day? Yes, he did. But the strange thing is, now she is taking a time out of their relationship, yes, time out, to decide if she wants to continue. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but if there's any more on that update, I'll let you know. So how about the man who wanted to surprise his girl? Do you know if they are still together? What a hunk. I agree with you. He is a hunk. And yes, they are still together. And he was very thoughtful. Got her a great big old teddy bear, some chocolates, and some flowers. And they are very happy together. Okay, well now we're going to get to the good stuff, which is the one, the only segment called Dear Bombshell. And yes, it's green for St. Patrick's Day, and there's those shamrocks again. So, in tonight's Dear Bombshell, I'm going to try and answer as many of these questions as I can. I kind of went modern and got them off of the internet, a few of the questions. And a few of the other questions, well, some of my friends give them to me verbally, some over the internet, but I always love when I get to hear from all of you, and whether it's over the internet, in person, texting, whatever, it's great. And yes, you will remain anonymous unless told otherwise. Meaning you tell me that you don't want to remain anonymous in case somebody might want to hook up with you if your things don't work out. Which I hope y'all aren't thinking about things not working out. I want y'all to have happy, healthy relationships. The first question on tonight's Blonde Bombshell, Dear Bombshell. I'm trying to get back to the very first page. Yeah, I have actually 4 pages worth typed up here, but I'm trying to find the perfect questions, and I want to make sure that we help each and every person that we can, but sometimes that's just not possible. Okay, first question is, okay, I'm dating this guy, but lately he's too busy for me, and it's happened 2 weeks in a row. Should I wait for week 3, or should I move on? Honey, I hate to tell you this, but if he ain't texting, if he ain't calling, if he ain't showing up at your door to take you out to eat, move on. Obviously, either he's got someone else on the line, or he's just not interested, or he just has no feelings whatsoever. You can choose above all 3, but it's something in the water. It's just not right. Okay, let's see. I have this nice guy syndrome that the girls always put me in the nice guy category. We're great friends, yes, but we can't get past the nice guy syndrome. Can you help me? Honestly, what I would do if I were you, I would simply let the girl know that you're interested. I know I'm trying to make you guys feel a little bit more confident about yourself. Take that extra initiative. But we don't bite. If you are open and honest and you communicate like an adult, then yes, you'll get an adult response. Let's see here. My mom doesn't approve of my boyfriend, and we are deeply in love. If I tell her about him, she's only going to give me that disapproving look, shake her head, and go, I thought I taught my daughter better. Can you help? Well, you've got to be an adult. If you're actually in love with this man, step up, woman up, be honest, don't hide it, and tell your mom, hey, like it or not, I have feelings for Joe Blow over here, if that's his name. And I'm just using an anonymous name. You know, because if you hide it, then you're hiding secrets, and it really proves that you don't really love that person. You're just hiding it because either you're scared or you don't want to lose them because your mom might push them away from you. But it's easier to be honest in the long run. Okay, this one's kind of cute. I'm scared that if we do become a couple and we do get married, later in life, what if she decides she doesn't like me and cuts bait and run? Time does change people. There's always couples counseling, but for that, you both have to be an adult again and communicate, talk out your issues. Now, here's a good one. He says, I got her number, but what should I do? Be a man. Call her up. Talk to her on the phone. Say, hi, how are you? How's your day going? Here's how my day's going. But be a man. Okay. Ooh, this one's pretty tough. So I'm really interested in this girl, he says, but she's got self-esteem issues and has been, how can I put this? Self-esteem issues with herself, be it her weight, also has issues with verbal abuse in her past. Is there any way I can help her past this? Ooh. Reassuring her, telling her that she's enough, but not just in words. Actions speak louder than words. There's probably not a great way for her to overcome this without your support. And I cannot say this enough, but if you don't support and communicate and talk your issues out, it becomes into a mountain. And you don't want that. Talk your issues out. And if you suspect that she's self-conscious, then you might say, you know what, I really like that dress you have on, that hair your style is going and rocking, it's great. Or, oh my gosh, did you do something different? Even if she didn't do a dang thing different, just to, build her up, because obviously her past has tore her down. Okay. Ooh. This guy keeps messaging me, and I need a way to tell him that I'm not interested. Well, a big way to do it is not respond, or be honest and say, I'm sorry, I think of you as a friend, but there will never be a relationship there. But you don't just leave someone hanging. That's wrong. Let's see. Such great questions, but it's like some of them are so touch and go, like this one here. How should I break up with my girlfriend? I don't want to give that kind of advice because I know how hard it is to be on the receiving end of a breakup. And I know that when you're the breakee and not the breaker, how it feels. And honestly, no woman or man, but I always say it's woman because myself has been through living hell, should experience that at all. And I would rather not any more hearts get broken. I would hope and pray that I help everyone find love and guidance to everlasting love. And I just don't want to give that kind of advice. Let's see here. Ooh, we went out on a date, and this guy tells me, I just don't feel the spark with you. What does that mean? God only knows. Maybe he didn't feel the spark with you because there was zero chemistry. And what that could mean is that he didn't get sex on the first date. That would be my advice to you on that. I don't really know myself, but the only one that can really answer that again is him, and communication is definitely needed. Okay. I want to get her attention, and I thought about posting this on Facebook, since we're Facebook friends, about my undying love for her. Should I do it? Absolutely not. If you're not married, and even though it says single, she could be interested in someone else on her page. Just because you have feelings doesn't mean she does. So you don't want to start something unless you're absolutely sure. Now, if both statuses say in a relationship, meaning you are in that relationship with her, or you are married or engaged, then go ahead and profess your undying love. But do not do it just to get her attention, because that's just going to get her pissed off. Guarantee you. Is it bad to change first date plans? No, I don't think it is. I think that you two should mutually agree on where you want to go and what you want to do. And after all, first date is just a getting to know you date, getting to know what you're all about, and hopefully a second date. We're going to do two more, and then I'm going to give you an update on myself before I sing tonight, so bear with me. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, so I'm really into this girl, and she's in an open relationship. However, I want to be in a closed relationship with her. Do I ask her to break up the open relationship to be with me? Do you really want to be the third wheel in this relationship? That's what I want you to ask yourself. Do you really want to get involved with someone who already has a someone else, and yet here you are going to be the what? The stand-in if the first one's busy? I don't think so. So I don't think that being with someone who's in an open relationship is a relationship at all. I think you're only fooling yourself. Respect yourself. Don't do that to yourself, let alone to that person who's in that stupid relationship, because obviously they got way too much time on their hands if they have enough time to keep two loves on their lives. No, just don't do it. Oh, this is cute. This will be the last question before I do an update on myself, and then I'll sing tonight. Why can't I accept the fact that this guy is really in love with me? I just can't believe it. Is there something I can do? Obviously, you've been hurt before. Obviously, you've got big wounds in your heart. But obviously, this gentleman is there and standing by your side, which a lot of men these days don't do. So what I'm going to tell you is feel blessed and grateful that this man is doing this. Because a lot of us single girls would give anything for that kind of love. And you know what? I think that you better accept it before he grows tired of your insecurity and walks away. So with that being said, that's enough of Dear Bombshell tonight. I'm kind of bitey. But now I want to give you an update on the Bombshell. So here's what we're going to do really quickly. You all seen Grandma's video about her health, which thank you for watching. We had a bad run-in with Sarah Bush this week. She's doing much better now at home with her breathing treatments and her medicine, that I am the medicine giver. I feel like the house nurse, but anyway, that's another story. Doing very much better now. She is insecure in her walking. Have we got a wheelchair? No, we have not got a wheelchair yet. We're still working on that. But I want to thank the VFW for using the wheelchair that we still have. I am very grateful for that. As for my grandpa, he did lose his temper out there in the ER about not having any food. The nurse was extremely rude and curt and had no respect for her elders or a veteran. So I really hope that she gets some help in that department. And in other news, I have kind of an announcement to make. I talked with my American Credit Counseling this week, and I told them, okay, I had this dream, and it was just like an awakening, an epiphany. I just have to do this. And they said, well, do what? And it depends on what you think you have to do, because they want to curtail my big buying purchases. Well, I explained how my car needed a new fuel pump. And I explained how much the car is starting to mean to me. I mean, I really love this car. It's not an SUV like I wanted, but it's a great car nonetheless. And so they were like, well, you know, for at least 2 more years, it's got to be the car of your dreams. So I'm like, I'm with you. And what we decided was it's time for me to open a savings account back up. So this coming Friday on the 24th, when we have a payday, I'm going to have a sit down with my bank, which I called them and told them, and they were overjoyed with this news. I'm going to reopen a savings account and going to start putting $10 in there every payday, and we're going to start with a small goal. The small goal, which is what they wanted me to do, is to get a fuel pump. And so we're going to start putting $10 in there every payday. Hopefully, it'll get a new fuel pump soon. And that way the wear and tear on the car won't be as bad as what I'm thinking. The other news that I have is I got news today about my tax return. I'm not going to get into all the specifics, but I'm going to make a phone call. I hope they're open there Monday. I know it's President's Day, but if not, they'll be open Tuesday. And hopefully that's when my money from the IRS will be in there. And I hope to make a significant dent on my credit cards. So that is it's a great thing. Now, my Valentine's Day, of course, didn't go as what I thought it would. Big surprise. I think I'm going to have a basement full of gifts if I ever find the right man. God forbid, he's going to have like Gift City, because I'm already like stored up for the past few years. Anyway, I still have my dating sites up, but I'm not really looking for love because my heart is still broken, and I still hope and pray for a miracle where there probably never will be an answer to my unanswered questions. But I am thinking more about a big goal. Now here's where that big goal comes in. I want to set a goal of adoption, and it doesn't have to be a baby. Every child out there deserves an opportunity at love and a secure, stable home. And if you can't have that, then you need to have a good foundation where you feel that love. So yes, I'm looking at adoption. So, as a single parent, I know, and my age will probably be a big factor, but is a big goal for yours truly. And, I think that is the most amazing gift that you can give a child, is a home to feel loved, to feel secure in, to feel like they can be nurtured before they go out into this cruel world and realize, wow, how great I have it at home. So, I don't know. Just wanted to share that all with you. And I will be back shortly to sing for you. So thank you for listening. God bless.